Elle and Ella are planting tomatoes in the Spring Forest vegetable garden. Elle has planted 1 2/5 rows of tomatoes in one afternoon. Ella thinks she can plant 2.5 times as many rows in the same amount of time. How many rows of tomato plants does Ella think she can plant? Okay, she thinks she can plant 2.5 times. Times is your clue word that we're going to be multiplying. So we're going to multiply 2.5 times the amount that Elle planted. Elle planted 1 2/5. So there's our expression. We're multiplying a whole number times a whole number, which means our estimated answer is going to be larger than these two factors. Now, we cannot multiply mixed number times mixed number. You can only multiply fraction times fraction. So we have to change both of our mixed numbers into improper fractions. So to do that, we do our Texas backwards. So we're going to start backwards, start with the denominator. 2 times 2 is 4, plus the 1 is 5. The denominator stays at 2. Do the same thing for our second factor. Start with the denominator. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7, and the denominator stays at 5. Now that they're both in fraction form, we can multiply. Multiply your numerators together. 5 times 7, multiply the denominators 2 times 5. And 5 times 7 is 35. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, with this, I can see that one ends in a 5 and the other ends in a 0. That means they're both divisible by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 7/2 is simplified. However, we need to go ahead and write it as a mixed number. So we need to see how many groups of 2 are in 7. And there are 3 whole groups of 2. 3 times 2 is 6. We subtract and we have a remainder 1. So our mixed number is 3 wholes, remainder 1, and the denominator stays at 2. So our answer statement, how many rows of tomato plants does Ella think she can plant? She can plant 3.5 rows.